lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriro and welcome to Miriro Moments. I really do hope you decide to join the family by subscribing down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for returning to watch this video. So today I have decided to come here with a story time of a personal experience, right? And I'm sure you can tell by the title about what exactly that I'm going to be talking about. Yeah, it was quite the experience, you guys. That's firstly, I think I just want to make a disclaimer that this is in no way wanting to offend anybody, and this is in no way wanting to put down certain churches or how they go about things and stuff like that. But I just think it's so important when choosing the church to use your discernment and to ask God about it. I think this is something that could be a separate video altogether, because a lot happens at churches nowadays, currently, churches in quotations, because I think some people, in fact, I think that at times we don't realize it, but we might be part of cults and we are not even aware of it, you know? So I think it's just really important to look out for certain things. So I'm currently a Wits student, right? I'm doing my final year at Wits University in South Africa. I moved from Zim to South Africa to come and study. And I think when I came to university, one of the main things I obviously wanted to do was to ensure that I get a church, because I'd kind of always been a church girl. Like, I'd always attended church. I really valued my relationship with God. So it was very important for me to, as soon as I get to uni, I need to get a church, right? So I'm like, cool. As soon as I get to uni, I'm going to start looking for a church. Whew. So I get to school, and my older sister had been studying at Rhodes University, so she kind of was familiar with churches and great churches to go to and stuff like that. So before she actually left, she's like, I used to attend His People, so if you find it, I think it'll be a cool church for you to attend, whatever. So when I got to Wits, I think firstly I was a nomad, guys. I moved from church to church. I'm gonna have to find a church that I can relate to, where I'm happy, where God wants me to be, you know. And I found His People. I'm like, yes, yay, found it, great. So I started attending His People, I think, for the first few months of university. Then there was the Fees Must Fall protest, right? So Fees Must Fall started at this university. School closed down. There weren't any churches, there were no church services. And I actually didn't know that the church services for the church that I'd chosen to attend had been cancelled, or rather they had another main branch that's at Rosebank. So everybody else started attending that church instead of attending on campus, right? So now I'm like, okay, now this is awkward. I'm in first year. I don't know. I literally just showed up one Sunday and there was no church. I'm like, what can happen? What must happen? You know what I mean? So I think I went 3 weeks without attending church, and I was just getting really frustrated. I'm like, so what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, right? So I knew this girl in my residence at the time. I think she was in her second year and I was in first year. So I knew her. She was super friendly. She was always smiling, really, really nice and stuff like that. And, you know, I saw her one day. She's like, hi, how are you? And I just started telling her, we started talking and we became really good friends. In fact, she's still one of my closest friends. I call her my sister currently, you know. So we started talking and I shared how we don't have church currently and stuff like that, and you know, and she's like, oh my God, you know, you must come to my church, it's amazing, it's great. No. I'm like, okay, cool. But I had been in her room, I had been in her room before, and I remember she had posters of you know, pastors. She had she wore the handband from the from the church. She was really an avid member. So I kind of figured that her church was one of those Papa gospel, prosperity gospel, in that line. And in all honesty, I had been familiar, or I had heard things about the churches, you know, and I wasn't really sure. So I was just okay. But then she kept on insisting. So I think after her third week, after me not being at church for a number of weeks, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go. right? And I'd been praying about finding a church at the time. So I go to the church, and yeah, it was interesting, very different from what I'd known before. It was interesting in the sense that, like, the style of worship was different. They had, like, obviously time, like the service was like 3 hours or more, like it literally went on for the whole day. And then they had like prophetic time and stuff like that. And I remember the man of God in the church then called me, and he's like, he said, I see you're looking for a home, or like a church specifically. And then he said, from now on, this is your home. I'm like, okay, all right. And like he then gave me a pretty detailed prophecy about my life and stuff like that. And I was just left in awe, like, whoa, okay, then clearly, yeah, I might be a bit skeptical, but this might be real and stuff. So after that, I remember this friend of mine was super excited about the fact that, you finally found a home, you were looking for a church, here you are, you're in church, yay, happiness, hunky dory, we've made it. So